doing? What's the gossip? Let me know. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. How is everyone doing? Today I have a day of sorting the kitchen out. So we're going to be going along and I'm going to be showing you exactly where I'm up to, and then hopefully can get another chunk of it done. I'm not going to lie, it's taken longer than I had anticipated, but that's totally cool because I've got the time to just get it all sorted out. So I've done quite a lot of the paneling and stuff, so I'll take you in there and we'll take you through it. I also want to do it budget friendly, so I am tracking every single penny that I spend. So I'm going to do a video, a separate one, on exactly a breakdown of the costs and what it is that I've done, because if you know, I want to move my kitchen, which I've been actually thinking about the planning of that as well. So that I was anticipating that would be probably 12 months-ish by the time that the work starts there, but that work's going to be a long period because I need to get a chimney breast down, I need to do lots of bits and bobs before the kitchen can start going in. So the fact that I'm making over this kitchen, this will probably be in use for about 2 years, so I don't see it as a waste or anything, and it gives me another space to go and film and bring you guys, because literally I'll never go in there with yous because I'll literally be in and out of there. So the fact that it's getting pretty, I can cook in there and we can just do other bits. So I feel like even though it's a little bit like meh in terms of, I feel like I'm putting money into it that I'll then take out eventually. For me, the couple of years of being able to use, and like I say, I'm not spending a lot in comparison to what kitchens would cost, and especially because I'm doing all the work myself. But I also went and bought some coving as well, so you'll know if you follow me, I just need coving every single where in my house. In all my rooms that I've put the coving into, I've put massive plaster coving that is quite pricey, that is totally worth it, and I would never ever have it any other way. This one I am going to show you a cheaper version, because like I say, at some point probably that'll probably come down in about 3 years, because I'm mindful that I'm turning that into a downstairs utility room and downstairs toilet. So I need to obviously get everything prepared, and all that stuff in the kitchen needs to be fully functioning before I then move into that room to then start taking all that stuff out and getting that ready. I don't want to do it all at the same time, because what I don't want to happen is me end up with no kitchen, not being able to really live at home. So if I keep my current kitchen, build my new one, once the new one's built and I'm living in there, I will put up like a partition that will just, the workmen can go in and out the back door, and I'll let them rip all that out and make it into what I want it to be. But back to my original point of, I bought some coving that I'll show you how to do. It's actually really inexpensive. It comes in 2-meter strips, and in the 2-meter strips there's 6 in there, so you get 12 meters for £29. So that is actually really inexpensive. It is like a polystyrene one, but it looks beautiful. I've used it before. I used it in my last house that I had before I moved into the apartments in Manchester, and I really loved it. And I thought, well, that'll just give me a way of showing you guys how you could put something like that up, rather than if you didn't want to spend the higher price point, this would actually be really good. And the ceiling in that room, I know I talked on that in the last video, these ceilings are probably, I think they're 10 foot. The ceiling back there is probably about a foot less, maybe 9 foot. Yeah, probably about 9 foot. So if you've got ceilings like that, maybe 7, 8, 9 foot, this coving would actually be perfect, because it is smaller than the other ones that I've used. And once it's all painted up, it will look fantastic. So I'll show you that, and I probably won't get round to starting to put that up in this video, but I will show you how I put that up. I think coving is quite fidgety. I've not done it for, I didn't do the coving here, I paid someone to do it. It was plastered, it was so heavy. I'll show you how to put it up. I do remember it being quite fidgety, but hey, do you know what I remember? I remember, do you know Wendy Williams? I remember in my old house just putting it up and having Wendy Williams on repeat on YouTube, just her doing all her little talk show that she used to do. That's just what I remember from, that's what I attached to putting this coving up. But we're going to have a cute little day together. I also would like to get the little lights up. I've decided that I think I'm going to put them up in here. I then need to find something for the middle, so I need to measure that out, and then maybe we could find some artwork or something just to put up at the minute. My ideal plan would be to get a custom frame built for there at some point, but that's probably going to be quite pricey, and right now with the stuff that I'm doing, that's not a priority. So that's where Sheldon's at, and I've just rabbited on loads there, but I feel like that's not even a part of what I want to say. I want to sit and talk to you for ages, but I don't want you also to go, you're boring the hell out of me, block. So let me show you some of the stuff that's going on in the kitchen, and then I'll show you some of the stuff that I'll show you the paneling And have I got anything else? Oh, I got some of the knobs as well. I picked the knobs for the counter, really inexpensive, so I'll be able to show you them too. And yeah, right, let me go and show you. I went for some paint samples, and here's the ones that I got. I think this is my favourite on paper. They're just in the deluxe ones. This one is called Common Dormouse. Keep you posted. I'm just going to go and try them. So this is the colours, and I love this. You have to let me know what you think. I just think it looks so rich and expensive. And then obviously once these are painted as well, it'll just feel amazing with brass handles. So I'm super happy with that. This is a little bit on the unit because when I ripped this off, so you can see what they would look like. It just already feels so much more expensive in here. My task for today, I'm actually dreading it, I'm not going to lie, is to go over here. So I'm going to try and see how much of this wall I can get done. I will do up there at some point as well. Today is all about this area here. So I'm going to clear it all, yeah, and see how we got on with it, but hopefully it is going to look good. But look at the colour. Obviously it would need more coats and stuff, but it looks so much better than these tiles. Like, this is Sheldon. This is not. Right, let's go. So to start, I have just put all my parts on that I need to just stick the paneling onto, the same as what I did on this wall. So that was the longest bit, so hopefully the next little bit, I need to decide what I'm doing with the window ledge and all that stuff, but I don't need to decide that right now. I just need to start getting some of this on, so I feel like I'm achieving something, because these bits, I feel like it took ages, but it's all worth it, because hopefully now this will start to fly up. Hopefully by the end of this video the lights will be up on this wall, because it just needs to look prettier. So I cannot wait for that. I've decided that I'm going to go with these ones up here. And someone did message me saying you lost me at the shades, and I'm like, I won at the shades personally. These are the Morris & Co ones from Pookie. I'll leave the links to the actual light and this. I showed them in my last video. I am obsessed, like genuinely. This just reminds me of really old school 90s. And it's so Morris & Co, the styling of their patterns and stuff are just phenomenal. Sheer luxury. And then this is the little wireless light. I know I showed it in the last one. Oh god, that's bright. But that literally just goes on. It's a magnet. So I think people actually have them this way as well, like above windows and stuff. I don't know if you have to flip the shade, but I think the shade might be a little bit too big for that. But yeah, literally you screw this on, no wiring, nothing, and just to me, chef's kiss from Pookie on this one, because I love it. So yeah, I'm going to put that up, and then this is the middle box that I was saying, maybe a nice oak frame or just something nice with maybe a really simple, like a print or something in it. And the reason I was saying that this wall here, I made a huge mistake by not putting wiring in it to have wall lights, because I thought I've got the wall lights on the wall at this side, I won't need some at this side too, but this side gets so dark in the evening, which is cool, but it's if I'm having like dinner parties and stuff, it would just be nice just to have more light. And you know me, or if you know me, you know I'm obsessed by lighting. Like, I have it everywhere. So that's that. Let me show you the coving that I've got. So this is the one that I've gone for. I don't know if you're going to be able to see the actual detail in it, but it's actually quite detailed. And for the price, so you get, like I say, you get 6 pieces, you get 12 meters per pack, which is a lot for £29. It's called the Nyack, and it is from B&Q, and yeah, I just think just because of that little room, this will just be perfect to put up in there when I do my when I get my actual kitchen built and done. I'm gonna have the most amazing coving in there as well, so watch this space, because that is going to be phenomenal. I don't think I can have a room without it. And this old traditional house, in my opinion, it should be up in every single ceiling. And the only reason I didn't put it in the guest room is because I vaulted that ceiling. And trust me, I was trying to figure it out. But yeah, so this is the coving. Honestly, I'll show you me putting it up and stuff, and you'll get a better feel. Once you see it here, you're not really going to get a feel for it. Once you see it painted, that's when you're going to go, that is actually a bargain. So I will get that hopefully up in the next day or two, and I can show you that. I also show you the little knobs that I bought. These were really inexpensive. I just got some from Amazon, because obviously I'm trying to do it all budget. I'm trying to not spend an awful lot of money, and so when I seen these I was like, oh my god, they're perfect and for the price. Let me just try and get the frame. Look, they're just really simple, but that's exactly what I wanted, and the perfect coloured as well. I literally think these were about £8 for 16. So if you get any furniture makeovers, I'll leave these exact ones linked below. So if you're doing any furniture makeovers, or it's always good just to have things like this around because you will always use them. So yeah, you can check them out. Obviously they've got lots of different knobs and different colours and stuff, so if your colour's chrome, I just went on a little strolling spree and I just wanted them, and I think you're always going to get them cheaper when you're getting them from somewhere like Amazon or something, because sometimes if you go to hardware stores they'll charge you a little bit more, but because I needed 16 I was like, let me just order them online. Then when I seen 16 for, I think it was less than £9 if I remember rightly, I was like, amazing. But that'll all be part of my budget, and you'll see, yeah, so if you're looking for anything like this, like I say, it's always good to have these in. You could just keep these stored away, and when projects come up, especially if brash is your colour, it's never going to go out. And I think they look so pretty. They look way more expensive than that. When I see them I'm like, oh my god. So I got them. Oh, something else that I bought that I've never used before, but I always do my skincare, or when I'm in the shower, I'll always just like, so if I do my face, I'll just like scrub, and I've seen someone saying actually these are more hygienic than loofers. So these little silicone pads, and you can just obviously get scrubbed right in, and because I don't know if you can see the little like bristles, it's easy to clean these and get any bacteria out of them so it doesn't harbour in it. So I'll let you know how I got on with that. I just literally seen someone doing a video on it and I thought, oh, I need to really up my game in that space, so I will let you know how I got on. I'll leave this exact one linked below as well if you're interested in skincare. Oh, and going back to the coving as well, so when you buy it, you can also buy corners. Now, I'm not going to use the corners for the actual corner, but I think it's good to have them as templates. So let me just show you this. So here you would, oh, I don't want to be breaking them. That wouldn't be very good. Right, let me try and get my bearings about me. Right, okay. So is that the top? I just need to figure out what's the top and what's the bottom, because I need to sit and look at it. So that would be an external like cut. So like if you're putting it up on a corner, and then you would also have an internal one, which would go like that. So this can make your head a little bit like, ugh. Like that's why I bought these, because then I'm just going to use these as samples, so I can, when I'm cutting my own, I can literally just go, right, what I need an external cut, what does that need to look like? I'll grab these, I'll get my brain activated to figure it out, and then I'll cut it into the actual coving. You can get mitre blocks, so you don't, these will literally, I saw, you could even put a knife through that and it would go through it quite easily. I would say you can get mitre blocks that are quite inexpensive. Do you know what, I'll leave one linked below, because they'll probably be cheaper like on Amazon and stuff, so I'll have a little look for a mitre block and leave one linked below that, so that when you put this on, you just cut through the things with a little saw, and it'll give you that angle, and it'll save you, like if you're going to any other hardware shops, they might be a bit more expensive. So yeah, you wouldn't even need any power tools to do this, and literally you just use a little bit of adhesive, no more nails, anything like that. Up it goes. I'm going to put a couple of pins to hold it up just for a day or two until all the glue dries, and then it'll be good. But yeah, that's the bits and bobs. So I've also been doing some more to the kitchen. Let me take you in there, show you where I'm at. I've got to crack on this morning and get even more done. So it's all go around here, but that's what we do. We need to be productive, we need to get it done. And also I went to Tesco last night because I watched Wicked, so I went to the cinema to see it, and I downloaded it on the TV, and I was like, I'm gonna have a Wicked night. I literally went, I didn't even eat a lot of it, to be fair, my eyes were bigger than my belly. I went and got a pick and mix from Tesco, and I sat down and watched it, and it was just the most magical night. Just sat chilling, watching Wicked. I get so excited by the simplest little things, I'm telling you. I would much rather be doing that than on a night out or anything, which is, some people would say very sad, but I would just say homebody. Right, let me take you to the kitchen. You may have to use your imagination a little bit because everything's crazy in here. But yeah, so this is all been painted the colour now. Obviously not finished painting, that was the sample pot. Look how much I got out of a sample pot, and I even managed to do some of the door. I just wanted to put it on because I was too excited and I wanted to get a feel for the colour over a couple of days, which I absolutely love. So I have been paneling, I did all down here, I did all up there, and then I also did all of this. So I'm going to put a skirting board around the bottom, and then obviously the coving will run across the top and all the way down and round above the units. So this bit's all done. I will probably try and get some sort of architrave or trim on here. I just don't know what to do yet. So, but I wanted to do, so there was already one there, but it was really basic. So I thought, let me just cover that up. And then if I want to go something a little bit more bougie. But once this is painted, I think it does look scary now. It looks like I'm living in a hut. But honestly, once you start painting it like this and then adding your trim on, it looks so, so good. And I would like to put like a wall light on here, so maybe one of the wireless ones that I got from Pookie or somewhere else. So I need to do that, and maybe like an old antique frame, just something really simple, just on this back wall here is what I'm planning. I do need to change the light out, so I'll get something ordered. I'll need to find something. I did get some liquid wood filler just because some of my cuts, like up here, it was so difficult to do and try and get that perfect. So I thought rather than me doing that, I'm just going to have to fill and paint, and it'll have to forgive me. But obviously I had started ripping this off, so all this plastic just comes off, which I made up about. So this will all be, all the units will all then be painted. I think I'm going to try at some point. This oven is really, this was already in here when I bought the place. It is really old. It needs to be changed out. So I think I will get to that. Like this cabinet here is a little bit off. So all the hinges and stuff just need replacing. So I'm going to sort that out. All the handles will come off. This will all be painted and all this plastic will come off. And then there's these like little wine rack bits. I don't have wine. It feels like that's just going to be a whole effort to paint. So I think what I'm going to do is just put some of the paneling, so this paneling, and just cover it up and paint it, just because I don't use them. I know it's a small kitchen. If it was my like kitchen that I was going to be keeping, then I would figure it out and use it more. But actually, rather than painting all in there, I'm just going to cover it and paint. But yeah. And then if we stand back, the paneling will go up here as well. So that's today's job, is to try and get along there and down here. And then just imagine that with the coving running down and round. It will look so good. But it's going to be a little bit tricky to get up there and get the wood on and all that good stuff. So I'm actually dreading it, but it'll be worth it. That's all I need to keep telling myself. So up there, paint, get the paneling done, get it running right down here, get all this panelled out. And then the last bit to do is this little bit under the boiler, and then this little bit just over here as well. P.S. please ignore all the mess, but I've not done that bit there yet, which should be relatively easy because this bit flew up. So yeah, that's where we're at. This little kitchen, oh, I've got up there to do as well, so just finish that off and round there. But I need to figure out all this under here because these all move and stuff, so I probably just need to get something a little bit more better for down here, and then think about the floor. And you can let me know what you think. So obviously the worktops are black. These are just like a laminate. I'm not changing these as of now because I'm not investing that money. That'll wait for the new kitchen where I'll get a gorgeous stone. But do I get like that GC fix that I see people using? I've never used it before. Or do I just stick with a black worktop? You'll have to let me know your thoughts. I'm so sorry about my tripod set up there. That's for my phone when I'm doing some short form content. But yeah, this is the little space. I think I'm just going to use the wood. I'll take you into the living room. I think I'm going to use my living room floor in here. I've got one spare pack. So I think I'll do that and then go and buy another. I think I'll probably only need to buy one pack. So that'll have a gorgeous wood floor. Then all this will be green. It'll have the brass handles. It'll have the coving on the ceiling. It'll have a new light. It's just going to look stunning in here. And that's what we're all about, peeps. So I've managed to get the beams up here and here are the battens just for the paneling to sit against. So I am made up with that because now I can just go up. That's the hardest bit just because it's quite fidgety. It's not hard, it's just time consuming. It's very loud because obviously you're drilling into the walls and stuff. So that's the bit I don't like as much. The next bit is just getting all the panels round, and then that bit should be done, and then I can focus on this last bit and this bit. That may be a tomorrow job depending on how quickly this goes up, but I am pleased with how we're coming along. Also ripped the rest of this plastic off here so you can see what that'll look like once obviously it's all painted and the new handles are on. It's gonna look so good. Can you see what I mean in here? It's not even dark outside, but just look at this little corner. It just is missing like that little bit of light and just something. And I'm going to finish the paneling, so as soon as I finish the kitchen, because I've got all my tools and stuff out, I'm going to come down, put more boxes here, here, and then do a little bit down here as well. But right now, I'm going to put the lights up. The good thing is they're easy to take down. Obviously, once the screws are in, that's the toughest part. But then I can just take it down when I'm painting in here and getting everything sorted. But yeah, I just think it just needs that zhuzh over this end. And I didn't think it would have when I was designing the room. But that was my mistake. But these wireless lights are a game changer.
Headlights on the highway. If you only knew, being back here always makes me think of you. When the world is sleeping, do you think of me? With the road lights coming back again, coming back to me. I remember the long drives, the late nights in your car. I remember it all. Windows down, empty streets. You were all I used to know. You and I, forever, forever ago. And you used to drive me home. Now I drive alone. You and I, forever, forever, forever ago.
Oh my god. Like, I just feel like this space just looks way more complete. So like I was saying, it's not got that dullness to it now. It's exactly what I wanted. Like, perfection. I didn't want them to be too overstated, and I think if I get like, maybe like a sort of longer picture in the middle, it'll just make this space feel, I love it so much. These lights are actually incredible. The quality of them is just phenomenal. Like the shades, and like I say, you've got your little remote, so you can put it on a timer, so I could literally push that, it'll flash, and then they'll go off in 60 minutes. So it'll just be on like if I'm having some dinner, rather than leaving them on all night and forgetting to turn them off and draining the battery. Obviously they're rechargeable as well, so you've just got your little USB part on there, and yeah, you can literally just turn them off and they just look so good. I am obsessed with them shades. I know they're not for everyone, and I'm good with that. They are for me. I love them so much. So yeah, like the way I feel about this little space over here now, I just feel like it's made my little dining area feel a whole lot more complete. It just shows what lighting can do to a space. And the fact that you can get wireless lights now when you've made a mistake, and I definitely made a mistake here by not having that. The other mistake that I made was not having a big pendant light or a big chandelier in the middle. I will figure that out at some point, but right now, I'm also going to change this radiator out to a brass one. I just not vibing with this, so that will be changed, and I'll obviously have the other squares that I'll put in up there and over there, so this little space in here will eventually feel somewhat complete. I am super happy, and I'm also debating curtains for up there, like just from right up from the ceiling right down to the floor. But yeah, literally best thing ever. I'm made up. Look how good it looks. It's so much better than, let me just put that in mode there. It's so much better now. I feel like it's just elevated this space so much. I do need to have a little look and get, I think I'm just gonna get like a poster size frame. So like maybe an oak one, something like that, and get a nice print or something for in it just at the minute, because like I say, I do want to get something a little bit more custom. I'm also a little bit concerned that there's a radiator there though, and if I was to get a custom frame it may ruin it, so I need to figure that out. So if I just get something a little bit more cost effective at the minute, like I said, I've got so much going on, so I'm not going to be considering that, but I just think I need something here just for this space. But I love it. It looks so good. I might get oak or I may go gold. I'm not too sure. I'm so sorry if you could see stuff all over my top by me doing that stuff in the kitchen today. I probably shouldn't have had this hoodie on while I was doing that. It's a little bit silly because this is my favourite cozy hoodie ever and I wear it all the time and it just makes me happy, but I'm going to have to get it washed tonight now and hopefully there's nothing on it, because when I was up at the, you know, the top of the cupboards and stuff, I was like, it's a little bit messy. Yeah. But yeah, I am absolutely over the moon with that. The kitchen, I'm so pleased. So I've got the top of all the units. Tomorrow, there's just a couple of little bits down by the side that I need to do. And then all the paneling in there's done. Then I'll just put in some bits of trim where I need to. And then I'm going to be putting the coving up. So hopefully in the next day or two it'll be a case of starting to get the paint on. I'm so excited, and the paint should probably happen pretty quickly as well. I don't imagine that would take me too long, but I'm not gonna lie, I thought I would have only took a day or two in that kitchen. I think I'm on day 4 now. So yeah, but also I'm not working really late. I'm finishing at like 2:30 and I'm probably starting at like 10, so really it's not technically 4 days because it's not a full day's worth of work that I've done. So I'm probably on about 2 full days worth of work so far. I'm loving it. I'm loving how it's coming together. I can't wait to get all the little accessories and stuff in there and do all those bits and bobs. Please let me know what you think of the lights. If you don't like them, please don't say no. I'm just kidding. Right, I am going to finish this video up here. I'm going to start filming straight away for my next video. So if you liked it, as always, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe and I will catch you in my next video.